Welcome back to our channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to like the video. Day 2, this is our second day at Universal, and today we are tackling the Universal's Islands of Adventure. You guys ready? It was pretty fantastic. Let's go. Adventure began bright and early, about 8 o'clock, as soon as the park opened. And my kids are 8 years old. They're twins. And yesterday we rode so many roller coasters. And today with Islands of Adventure, it was more so their speed. Because they're so tall, oftentimes I have to remind myself that they're still just third graders. So this was a lot more their speed, a lot more kid friendly as far as like younger kids. And we were very excited to dive into it.
So we are officially in the superhero corner. Fantastic Four. And I don't know why I just did a British accent. Incredible Hulk. And let's see what we see in the superhero village. You guys ready?
No.
Uh-oh, where's Grandma? There she is. Alright, so we just rode the Incredible Hulk. It's a pretty incredible, no pun intended, roller coaster, right? So, I think it's probably like my mom's first roller coaster. And I don't know how long. So let's get some reactions. How was the Incredible Hulk? It was good. You can be honest. How was it for you?
Yeah.
It was bad. Why was it bad?
It's turning and jumping.
Okay, so you were kind of scared, or a lot scared. A lot scared. All right. What about you, sister? How was the Incredible Hulk?
Terrible for me personally.
But you rode it. I'm so
But I
proud.
conquered it.
And then,
I did my Lamaze lessons.
glad they came in handy. You're welcome. What about you? How was it for you?
Scary.
It was scary. Well, guess what? You rode your first roller coaster. You did good. And Grandma survived. Shalom.
So that was horrible for everybody but me. So we took a brief intermission before we kept going on.
Silver Surfer. X-Men. Pretty cool. Alright guys, let's see what we're off to next.
Something that is so incredible about Islands of Adventure is that each particular part is a whole different thing. So this is like the superhero island, and the boys saw Fantastic Four with me recently in theaters, and so they were really excited about the Fantastic Car. As really huge Avengers fan and like fans of the Marvel property, we were extremely excited to step into this first gift shop and see these amazing action figures of a lot of our favorite Avengers and a lot of our favorite Marvel characters. And of course, they were like a billion quadrillion dollars, but it was really great to look at before we got on our next ride. Now, we did spend a lot of money on like toys and items, but not in this place. Now, me myself, I am a massive X-Men fan. So the little kid in me from the 90s was so excited to see Storm fully clothed, Rogue from the 90s, and then also just some other really cool X-Men, Professor X, Magneto, and then of course our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So my inner child was extremely happy today. And speaking of which, this was our next ride. It was like a 3D motion ride.
That's actually pretty cool. No, this is like why you're still in line. But that's really cool. And like you see things on the Google map, shows you different villains and their like weaponry as they're, I guess, reporting stuff to Daily Bugle. And there's someone left their sandwich and their coffee. That's pretty cool.
The Spider-Man ride took us against the Sinister Six, and then after that, took a little sightseeing to look at a lot of the other Marvel characters and what they had to offer. It was such a 90s vibe. And then there's me in my Marvel tee. Uh-oh, that rhymes. I'm so corny.
My grandma's taking a picture.
She is. You think she was having fun?
Yes.
All right, who's next? So that's Betty Boop, and she was there too, chilling on the sign. Now, what about this one? Who is that?
That's me. I like dogs.
Roof. All right, and then I think also your brother took a picture again because he loves the peace sign. So next was surprised in the background Hogwarts, and it was in the distance, and that'll come back later. But I had to shout it out. Yay! By this point, we're all exhausted. We've been in the sun and in the park for about 3 hours, and we were now into the Jurassic Park portion of the park. And so, of course, the boys were excited to see dinosaurs and also kind of scared. But I told them they'd bite me if they didn't smile. Now, of course, no one wanted to ride any of the roller coasters or any of the aerial pieces, but we did get on a water ride that was actually kind of like a thriller, but we all ended up actually enjoying it. Got a little wet, but it still were dried off by the time we left. So this was really fun. I wish I'd had somebody to ride with. Shade. Now we're officially headed to Hogwarts Castle. Yesterday we enjoyed Diagon Alley and Nocturne Alley, and now we are at the castle. And this is where the Forbidden Forest ride is, as well as like Hogsmeade. And the boys were extremely excited because they were like, "Oh, we're going to Hogwarts!" And now we got to actually see the brothers from Drumstring and also the ladies from Bobaden actually perform for us as we headed into the castle. Now, this, of course, portion of the experience is taking place in the Goblet of Fire era of the book series and also the movie series. And so we're getting to see the ladies be introduced by a student of Hogwarts. And it's actually kind of pretty cool. I wish I was able to actually play for you guys the audio, but as it's copyrighted material, I didn't want to actually like get in trouble and then get this video flagged. So hopefully you enjoy the visual until I can actually do a little bit more. But it was so fun to just watch.
Ladies of the Belbaton Academy of Magic!
Desmond immediately started taking on his phone. Stay outside, coordinate with him there. Make sure they don't have any word after we enter. Cordon off the entire neighborhood for our friends. Mama, Tarek said. Adrenaline pumped through her as Kofi purged the common.
The ladies of the Belbaton Academy of Magic! Next, our friends from the north, please greet the proud sons of the Durmstrang Institute!
Our relationship with South Prince. Why are they...
I hope you all enjoyed the show as much as the kids and I did, and Grandma too. So they allowed us to take a class picture with them, and then we were off into the Forbidden Forest ride inside the castle.
His hands outstretched. I'm going to my room. And with that, he marched
At this
upstairs.
point in
and
our
slammed
journey,
the
I've
door.
actually lost my voice. So you're gonna get a muted voice for the rest of
He
my
paced around his room for the next hour, trying his best to calm down. But that wasn't the easiest thing to do.
It's a secret entrance. There we go.
This is so...
Actually underneath Hogwarts. And there are so many different treasures. Potions classroom. Chamber of Secrets, probably. Other witches and wizards. And we're headed towards something. Probably the Great Hall. Who knows what we're going.
Now inside the castle, we're getting to see different parts of Dumbledore's office and different parts of the castle as we wait in line. This ride had about a 60-minute wait, but it was terrifying once we actually got on the ride, so I will say that. So this was a 3D motion simulator ride as well. Though I enjoyed the Quidditch, it took us through the Forbidden Forest, really, and I don't want to spoil it, but a lot of it was scary, and it was a little overwhelming for the kids as well as my mom. So though I would have enjoyed it better if they weren't so terrified, it was not a great experience for everyone. However, being able to be inside the castle, enjoy seeing like Harry, Ron, Hermione, Dumbledore, and like other people, because I don't want to spoil everything, it was pretty decent. Would I probably ride this ride again? No. But after we got off, I enjoyed 4 more butterbeers. And I even got the kids one this time as well. Because finally, we arrived in Seuss Landing, which was definitely more so the kids' speed. Again, they're 8 years old in 3rd grade, and they're still very accustomed to kiddie rides. So everyone was able to breathe a sigh of relief and enjoy themselves. And in the distance is the Incredible Hulk, which is the roller coaster my family rode at the beginning of the day, and everybody was terrified, except me.
this is our next ride. It's a little train. It's gonna take us all through Seuss Landing. God damn, it's hard. It does kind of like a postcard, doesn't it? Yeah. She ready for lunch. He ready for lunch. He ready for lunch. So this will probably be our last ride. It's a beautiful day though.
There were a bunch of other things we did that particular day. We rode more rides, did a lot of stuff in Seuss Landing. Then we had wacky lunch in the circus, which was really awesome. Rode a Jurassic Park ride because it was shut down earlier due to technical difficulties. But we finished out the day with 17,474 steps, and this concludes day 2. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for our next part of our Universal vacation.